Beautiful winter sunset in Johannesburg. If you guys have been out to Chicanos, you know that this is the view. We out here today to come check on Vato. We had to come check the progress. You know how it goes, guys. We always out here bringing you guys some of the best builds in the country. And Chicanos is one of the best and biggest, guys. Here we have the showroom. As you guys can see, a lot of cars as usual. But you guys know where we going. There's a special area for this Mercedes Benz. How can I fall asleep when I'm dreaming of you? Rasta is busy here today.
Yeah, I'm busy. Yeah.
Is this for Vato?
Yes, this is Vato.
Rasta is hardworking. He's here overtime tonight. Only how many days? 6 days, no?
Left.
Yeah, no?
Oh.
4 days. The car must go on the first. Yeah, no. Yeah. So there's not much time, but they have been making progress, guys.
Yes.
You see over there, we've got one is done. There's another one done over there. Over there, there's a couple more done as well. But one thing I can tell you is that you guys will kill this deadline. Né?
Is it? Yeah, for sure.
One way. That's one thing I can rely on Chicanos for. Measuring out this panel there.
Yes.
It's a lovely leather that Chip has gone with here. Brown, different to the original. Initially it was gonna be green, guys, but Chip didn't really like the look of it. It didn't match with the feel. So that's what it would have looked like. Which one do you prefer, Rasta? You like this one?
Yeah, this one is much nicer. Not this one. This one is a vintage. We call it vintage.
It's got that vintage feel.
Yes, this is a vintage.
You see there, guys, it's not your normal shiny leather. It has that rustic feel to it, no?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. And this is besides all the normal work that they do, you can see there's quite a bit of customer seats that also need to be done. But as I showed you guys, the sun is setting. Those are already closing to the shop. So this is the overtime shift here.
Yes.
You can see there, the carpet's getting put together. They're gonna make an entire new carpet. So that's gonna look dope as well. So you guys can see workshop is still full. As always, Chicanos has a lot of work coming in and out of the door. But Owens are working overtime. So these are all the sponsors, guys, that have come on board. A lot of guys that's helping with the trip to get them overseas. Obviously, Chip has given us an opportunity, skid marks, to be on the banner there. So when they go to the UK, these are the companies that will be repped. So grateful to be a part of it. And that's why we're here, guys. We gotta give you guys some of the coverage of this build, which includes some of the work that's being done. These are the wheels, as you can see. It's covered up now, but it's not tucked nicely into the back there. Wire wheels with a center lock nut. Obviously needs an adapter for that to fit. You can see the caliper has that lovely copper color. this was the wheel that was on Vato before. You guys recall that wheel. And then this over here is the ragtop, guys. They cut the panel for the ragtop out of the roof. So should I say this is part of the roof that they cut for the ragtop, guys. Legacy products, sliding ragtop roofs. It's made in the USA, and they send it out to Chicanos to get it before the deadline, which is the 5th. This Friday the car needs to be done, guys. So they've only got 4 days to get the interior in. That includes the carpet. Ragtop is in already, guys, so you just can't see. It's got a green color, but you can see over there it's a manual ragtop. That little winder there is where you twist to open it up. Quite a nice little ragtop here, guys. I think it's definitely something I'd consider doing on the Beetle. Like, it's old school. What do you guys think about the ragtop on Vato? IS Motorsport helped them install the ragtop roof. So once the car was painted, they came through and they cut the roof, obviously, so that they can install the template. But according to the guys at Chicanos, it was quite an easy install to do. So Chip also upgraded. He's going with braided lines. You can see over here, these are all the braids for the air hoses that are running there. It was a more old system, but now they're going with the braided hoses just to give it a bit of an upgrade. Now, something that I noticed here, this is the bag for the front wheel. It's a double bellow, and this is an airlift bag, guys. So Chip was quite fortunate, definitely, to get airlift, because I can imagine how much this cost back in the day. Airlift is still expensive now, and if Vato's been on air for like 10 years, this bag must have been a lot more pricey back then. The bag is getting a little bit of an upgrade though. They've got this bracket here that needs to be modified so that the drive shaft doesn't hit it when the car goes down. But yeah. Oh, Tristan never wants to be on camera. You hear him?
Yeah, because you like putting me on camera. I'm going to start putting you on camera also.
It's fine. You must put me on. I don't mind.
No, yeah. You see, your logo's there. You're supposed to be the face of the channel, not me. This isn't my logo. This is Chicanos, not Tristan. But you're right.
Hi, I'm good. You guys have met Tristan before.
Yeah, what do you think of the boat?
No, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. 4 days to go. Huh? Nothing is on the car. But the paint is at least on. The roof is on. The seats are basically done.
Yeah.
The door panels.
Most of the stuff is actually done. That's pretty much plug and play at this point. The biggest stress was the ragtop sunroof. The ragtop sunroof is what gave us the most amount of stress, because obviously we're cutting into the car.
Yeah.
And once you start, there's no going back. You can actually see the pieces are actually still laying here. You were thinking of keeping it as a souvenir, but here's the sunroof
panel.
Part, the roof of the car that was cut. That's just kind of laying around.
Yeah, so like I said to you guys earlier, IS Motorsport most does it on aftermarket cars, so
no, definitely they do it quite a lot. They actually said this one was their first one, because the one they are used to, that one actually got discontinued. I think
it's a Webasto.
Yeah, that
Hollandia
H400
400, H400.
Yeah, so this one is a legacy. I wonder where the box is. I think
Over here, over there. So
yeah. So the legacy products sliding roof. So theirs is actually manual. All of their sunroofs are manual. I haven't seen an automatic one, at least.
now I've seen this on a lot of Beetles in the US.
Yeah.
Because
Very
obviously
popular.
that cloth on the inside, once it opens, it folds back, and that hanging piece of cloth there.
Yeah. They're
So-
very popular for the Beetles.
So tell me something then. This is a straight roof car, but when it comes to the Beetle, which has a curve, does the roof have the provisions to curve?
Yeah, they
Because
make
I
it
see there's like little panels there.
Yeah, no, they make it very specific. So this one, I feel, if I remember correctly, this one is a little bit more universal compared to most.
Okay.
But they do request the car that it's going on, and I think they manufacture it specifically for, because when we actually placed the order, they told us no, there's a production time, which is about 2 weeks. We actually pulled our favor or two, and because obviously the car had to be rushed to get done on time, we had to get the shipping rushed. They
Yeah,
said
they
no,
got
they'll-
it quickly.
Yeah, they put us ahead of the queue. Within a week, it was manufactured, and they sent it to us. But they do ask you for the cars, the specifications, the sizing, and everything, and then they actually go and manufacture it. So the same with like with the Beatles, how you mentioned the curve of the roof and
Yeah.
that, they actually manufacture the brackets to fit somewhat perfectly. It's obviously not going to be 100%, but I would
Okay.
say like a good 95% thing. It would fit.
Yeah, no, I'd say like based off these sections there,
Yeah.
I'd say that's where the play comes in.
Yeah.
Because those aren't one section, it could probably bend, you know, like the
Yeah,
concertina effect.
I mean, it also depends on the type of material you're going with. So they've
But
got
it's-
different types of brackets that you can use. Unfortunately, we couldn't find an automatic one. We
Yeah.
would have preferred to have an automatic one, but
But for the time
For the
frame
time
as
frame
well
as
and the
well,
age of the car,
not only that, they're
manual
the only,
is appropriate, you know.
but they're also the only company in the world currently that are manufacturing ragtop rooftops. There is no one else in the country actually manufacturing it.
Yeah, guys, all those Webbustos that you guys are seeing on the Golfs and whatnot, it's been discontinued. That's been for about 2 years now. So you might be lucky enough to still get a unit in stock, but then they're not going to have parts for the unit in
Yeah.
future. So this works out better because if you do need parts, you can just get it then.
Yeah, and they have everything separately on their website as well. I mean, they helped us out a ton. They were very catering, they were very nice, and they just helped us get everything on time to make sure that we can actually install it on time.
And then finally some braided hoses there.
Yeah, we have to.
For the time factor, you know, braided hoses in today's day and age is a must. We ain't doing those rubber hoses anymore, definitely.
Yeah. And the rubber hoses are not that reliable. So,
But the boot setups also come in a lot. Guys are working overtime. You saw Rasta is upstairs.
yeah.
That's what the boot setup gonna look like. So it's got 2 subwoofers, 10 inches if I'm not mistaken, facing upwards. And then it's got a perspex on the front of the box there. So when you look at it from this angle, you'll actually be able to see the 2 subwoofers sitting in the box, the magnet of the subwoofer. And then Chip has some other plans. I'm not gonna tell you guys yet. You must go over to his channel and watch the build video. And then tell us about those that want to see it on DSTV. When can they watch the episodes with the Vato build?
Yes, so it happens on Hilal TV on DSTV. I can't remember the exact channel number, but Hilal TV on DSTV, every Friday they air a new episode, although it appears first on our YouTube channel if you do watch our YouTube, and then they do the rerun episodes over the weekend. So throughout the course of the day over the weekend, they rerun the previous episode that aired on the Friday. So they aired one last week Friday, reruns on over the weekend, and then this Friday they're airing another episode, and then of course as it goes on. But that's where it is currently airing.
There you have it, guys. For all those DSTV guys, Chicanos has a TV show, Hilal TV. It's called Chicanos Customs. Watch it, guys. Give our local Owens some support, because that's all we can do. Ne?
Yeah,
We
no,
must
definitely.
support each other. So over here, what's Chip's plan? The amps
I'm not
open
gonna-
up again. I know Chip's style, eh?
So I'm not gonna give away too much. I will say 4 compressors, 2 tanks.
Okay.
So you can get quite creative. You can get some of the guys to think how it's gonna be placed out. 4 compressors, 4 tanks. 4 compressors, 2
Two
tanks.
tanks.
And then they'll have to figure out how we're gonna place it, keeping in mind that there is a lot there's some big things we want to do with the boot setup.
Okay.
Very, very different. And then because we're actually collaborating with the guys from overseas to install the sound with Rajan Farm from Car, Audio and Security.
Yeah.
All these, the sections where the subs or whatever is going for the cabling and that is actually going to be able to open up.
Okay.
So we're actually making it easy for them to install the sound, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have to take the whole boot apart.
Yeah. Originally, we did want them to do this section as well,
Okay.
but we thought to ourselves, it doesn't make sense.
Especially with the leather, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
import or export the
Especially
leather.
Once everything is done, once it's done, having to pull everything out while we're in the UK, hopefully putting it back without damaging anything is a lot of stress. That on its own is just, we thought it's not really worth it. We still want to support them as a business, so we're just making it easier to take out only the necessary parts, if that makes sense, so that we can install everything.
And then over there, they've got their backboard design that they're working on. That might not be the final design, because I can tell you when it came to Inkabi, every time I came, then it was a new board.
Yeah.
Something's changed. Chip wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you look at the color and you look at if you watch the channel, I'm sure you've seen it, we actually changed this color, the interior completely, everything changed on this car.
So let's show you guys that closer view. You think it's black, but at this angle, when the light shines off it, it's kind of green. It's like Plucky's car. If you guys watch the BMW vs VW video, if you guys watch the Beamer Fest video,
yes,
yeah. So you can see that tinge of green there, and this is why the seats I showed you upstairs, Chip decided to change the color, because he felt like it's gonna have too much green there. Green and green's gonna blend in, so he went with the brown option. And then the roof on the rag top is actually the green color.
Yeah, it's
So-
green. I think you can see it slightly underneath here.
Yeah, you
So
guys
it's
can
actually
see
like
that
a-
green canvas over there.
Yeah.
So that was their color choice for it. It's definitely gonna be an insane build, eh?
Yeah, and the color the way we actually came about the color, so the color was mixed 3 times by Lance, our favorite guy to use from Brooklyn's Paints.
Yeah.
And what he actually did was, when he was mixing it, because we wanted to keep, originally we did already agree and tell everyone, look, we're going to be doing the jet black. At some stage, Chip felt that it's going to be too dark. So we thought, okay, let's put a play on it. We go with Plucky's color, make it slightly darker so it doesn't stand out as much, and we added like a gold tinsel to it.
Okay.
So it's a gold and a slightly green. That's why when the light hits it correctly, once we have overlight hitting or once we're that side, we'll actually see the light green shining off of it and mixing with the ragdoll, playing with the colors. And then obviously with that, we decided, okay, if we're going to keep this color, we can't have the wasabi green, because then it's not going to stand out and it's going to be too much green.
Yeah.
Because then it's a green ragtop, green interior, green paint, and then the only thing that's basically different is all the chroming bits on the car.
And then that gold there is a bit of contrast on the caliper.
Yeah, originally we did want like a tan, but either way the gold works.
Now it
So-
works because obviously now there's gold in the paint.
Yeah, there's gold in the paint. It's a small detail. You'll see the green more than the gold, but once you get up close and obviously the paint's been polished, you'll see that gold tinsel that's sitting in, and it will match up with the calipers quite well.
So other things that they're doing on the car.
Yeah.
Look, the car didn't have a lot of work, but the covers for the engine, the fan, oil cap, all of that stuff's been blasted by Blastec. Let me show you their logo over there. So that's Blastec. I'll pop some pictures up here, before and after, so you can actually see what the thing looked like before and what
Yeah.
it looks like now. It's amazing what they can do. Like, honestly, that's not even paint. It is just blasting to stock again.
It's vapor blasting, so it actually makes it look, or the way he likes to put it, better than new. Because
Exactly.
It cleans up all of that residue, rust,
Exactly.
the gunk, and that all of it comes off clean with the vapor blasting.
So these auto pipes over there, I'm sure they also supply these braided lines,
Yeah.
because that's where Chip has been getting all his lines and pipes and stuff from. And then obviously some of the other sponsors, you've got Easy Tracks there.
Yeah.
You know, they've sorted out a nice South African flag for those of you who've been to Gas Motor Show. And then Park Muslim Butchery, we've got Plasma Graphics who do the hydro dipping.
Yeah.
That's on all the dashboard panels, stuff like that.
All the brown bits and pieces for the wood trimmings, they do all of our graphics.
And then this kit, obviously Chip's go-to guy for his personalized plates. What does worldwide industrial and system engineers do for you guys?
So WY's actually approached us, and they're actually going to be covering the shipping for us.
Okay.
So they've actually fully sponsored our shipping to get the car there, and they're actually not in the car scene, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I think it's a friend of Chip's also that said, okay, look, I also want to hop on board with it. Where can I help out? And he decided, no, just tell me what I need to do for the shipping, and I'll cover that for you. And they covered the shipping for
Now
us.
that's a big cost. Thank you to WYs. Check out their website, guys. You can see what they do. That's obviously the show, and then Auto Styles come on board. Auto Styles helped you guys with tires,
Yeah.
accessories.
They actually covered the biggest thing, which was the key feature of the car, the rack top.
Okay.
Rack top and the tires. They actually helped us big time with a problem that I won't disclose, but if they actually watch the channel, they'll see the problem we ran into. We actually had to go back to Auto Style and say,
Yeah,
we need your help with this.
I'm an inside guy. I know what the issue is, but if you guys want to know what the issue with the wheels was, you've got to watch Chicanos YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Check the new episode dropping this Thursday, probably. Eh?
It's actually dropping Friday.
Okay.
So we're dropping it this Friday, and then the final one is next week Friday. We're actually going to have a small thing where when the car is completed, we're going to say, yes, the car is done. Here's a post. If you want to come see the car just before it leaves, you can come and see the car. And then obviously the car is going to be sent off for...
When is the shipping happening? This weekend? Eh?
Yeah, it's happening either, I think it's this Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. It's one of the 2 days, but I know it's Friday or Saturday. And then the car, we're planning to have the car completed. Nothing else needs to be done to it other than maybe a final polish or something.
Detailing,
Yeah, like
maybe
detailing.
Thursday.
Detailing at most on a Friday morning, and that's it. We're leaving it because it is going to get detailed again
In the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to go on the ship. Remember that, guys. So you never know what's going to happen when it goes on the ship. The reaction with the salt in the air.
And the paint was the biggest thing, especially when it's a freshly painted car and you're shipping it. All that moisture can sometimes leave small bits and reactions on the paint.
Yeah.
And that's why we usually, that's why with Nkabi it was also detailed when it went over, just to, get rid of some of that reaction because it was reacting slightly. But luckily Nkabi wasn't that bad as well.
So another thing is that this is obviously German versus Jap weekend.
Yeah.
Last year, Chicanos couldn't go to German Jap because of Inkabi. They had to finish Inkabi.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan to be there this year?
As far as I know, we won't be able to make it because we've got quite a number of things planned for this year.
Okay.
But knowing Chip, he might just say,
Just to go see the cars.
Let's go and see the cars. I really don't think we're gonna be taking a car this year to Germany.
Okay, so it's just a matter of just
attending the show itself.
support.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
no.
his fault, but he hasn't said anything about it. I haven't really asked him anything about it. But we might just take a car. We might not take a car. He obviously.
Last
knows
year,
how
your
he feels
car
about it.
stood at somebody's stand, if I wasn't mistaken.
I remember he.
Was it Global Auto Coatings or?
I really can't remember, but it was at somebody else's stand. He was asked to just bring the car by and.
Yeah, there's a good chance that might happen again, but
Yeah.
from their
Definitely.
perspective, they have not prepared a car to take with
Yeah, no,
to
we
Germany.
haven't prepared a car for it, but he does have a few. I mean, Celeb is sitting in the showroom. Celeb has been neglected in terms of shows for a long time, so
And also, Inkabi hasn't been to German workshop. They saw
Yeah.
Celeb last year,
Yeah.
so it would be nice. People want to see the car. You saw in Durban what it was like.
So looking all honesty, Chip, it has been in just not. I would say we've spoken about it, but haven't really made a plan for it. what he said he would like to eventually do is taking Kabi on something of sorts of like a country tour.
Yes,
So a tour
definitely.
around the country is something he would
Stop
really
in
love.
different cities,
Just
let
so that
people
can
see it.
see the car physically, because cameras simply don't do cars justice. They really don't. You can, as good of a filmer as you can be, sometimes it's just better in person. And Nkabi was one of those cars, at least for me. Seeing it on camera, it looks, okay, I see, okay, it won in gravity. And then seeing it up close and in person, you then realize, okay, I see why this car plays top 5 in gravity. That's just how it is in some, if not all cases.
Yeah, no, guys, it's sad if we don't see it there this year, but if you don't, please understand why. You guys know that Chip and them have a lot to do in these 4 days, and then the car's got to be on the ship either on Friday or Saturday, which
Yeah.
is the first day of German versus Jap. And I mean, he'll probably only come through as a visitor if you do see him.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go there, they all want to know, where's Chip? Where's Chip?
Yeah, no, but I mean, look, you can see we've got quite a number of stuff. Actually, in terms of cars in the workshop, we've got 120 cars that we're working on, and we're working on Vato after hours, which is the only time realistically that we have to complete this car for gravity.
Definitely.
So I can say that if we do end up preparing a car for German vs. Jap is definitely out of the question.
It's
There's
probably
no
in
time for
Kabi or something that's built already.
Yeah, something that's already built that just needs to be detailed and taken most likely. But that's if he decides that we have the time and we are able to attend. But he hasn't said anything yet, so realistically, there's no way of saying. Or maybe I must just ask him and find out from him.
He
as well
might
to see what's
surprise
going
you,
on.
eh?
Yeah, you might just.
So check this out, guys. This is quite interesting. So this is quite an old air system that we've got in Vato, and it still has switches, guys. So these switches have solenoids built into them there, and that connects directly into the air pipes. It's just something I wanted to show you young guys. You only know of the app and using the remote and things.
This is very old school.
So for those of you who haven't seen this is what air suspension started out like. You've got one switch for both to go up and down, one switch for the front and one switch for the rear. So guys, I showed you something you haven't seen for all those young boys watching the channel here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one it came out when they were able to find a way to do it individually, because it was originally just 2 switches.
Exactly,
Which was
yeah.
literally just.
I recall the
Up and
older
down.
solenoids, and
Yeah.
that always used to be the thing that fails.
Yeah.
You'd find guys' cars couldn't go out because that solenoid burnt out.
Yeah, no, but it's one of my favorite features on the car, because you don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
They are so scarce, because we sat and actually discussed it. He said, do I put a remote in? And when I asked him where the actual setup was, because I didn't originally see it, because it actually gets mounted on the corner here.
Yeah.
So I didn't originally see it, and he said, oh no, look on the driver's side towards the door, that's where the air controller is. And immediately I was like, nope, keep it. It has such an old school feel and look to it, it makes sense for it to be on this car.
It's one of those nostalgic things.
No, it really is, and you don't see them anyway. They are so scarce these days, and I don't know why more people don't use it. Because I mean, I can see myself using that rather than like my phone to go up and down if it's on a W108 or 123 or something that's very old school and it's meant for that.
Yeah, no, guys. Thanks so much, Justin.
No, of course, anytime.
If you guys want to see more on the build, you guys know what to do. Chicanos Customs channel,
Yep.
YouTube. Check out the Instagram as well for updates.
Yeah.
Are you going to the UK this year?
Yes, I am. I've actually just finished up my visa stuff, so we are now applying for the visa, and hopefully that goes better than it did last year. But
Now, Chip must learn from his mistakes.
Yeah.
So he knows what to do.
yeah, because the previous one, it got declined the first time, and it was pretty much when he had to leave. Luckily, when he reapplied, it got accepted the second time. So I'm pretty sure we're doing it through an agent this time to help get the process done
Quicker. Yeah, you
quicker
won't
and
have to
better.
do it twice.
Yeah, and we don't have to worry so much about it declining if something goes wrong.
Yeah, no, so if you guys want to see more about the build, you can see it's all stripped now, panels are painted, the roof is in, a lot of the stuff is coming together, all the puzzle pieces are here. Like Chop always says, it's a big puzzle and you need to just
Yes,
put
put
it
it
together
together.
now. So if you guys want to see more, check out the Chicanos YouTube channel, but I'll also come and do another video of the car at the end of the week so that we can see what it looks like once it's put together, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video, and like I said, if you guys enjoy this content, please do hit the like button, please subscribe, share this content with your family and friends, and check out for more exciting content like this on our channel page, guys.